Sometimes when I was younger, I wondered, what if Michael didn't have Down syndrome? Look at Twin B. This is you. Twin A was me. Super cool. I realized it's not important to think that way. It's more important to focus on what we have now and make the best of what we have. Okay, ready? Open your mouth. Good job. I think twins are a little telepathic in their own sense. Michael doesn't speak to me in words, but I feel like we communicate through our own little language. Open. Thank you. So about 40 to 60% of children that are born with Down syndrome end up having heart disorder. So when Michael was about 4 to 5 months old, he ended up having open heart surgery. So because of that, it's really important that we brush his teeth very well. And sometimes I do let him brush his teeth too. But even afterwards, we still have to go back and brush it just to make sure everything's taken care of really well. All right, ready? Can you brush your teeth? Show me how you brush your teeth. Nope, okay. That's okay too. I never really questioned why Michael was different. I just simply understood. He didn't talk like other kids. We didn't get to go play video games like some other kids did growing up. Yeah? You gotta rinse your eyes. Come here. Come here. We would still play out in the yard all the time and go swimming together. So it was still really fun. It was a bit different, but it was a lot more genuine. And even though he's nonverbal, he still expresses love better than anyone else that I know. Who's my handsome little guy? Look at you, you're so handsome. Who's that? Good job. Are you ready to take on the day now? Yeah? Good job. Mwah. Down syndrome is when you have an extra copy of the 21st chromosome. So for some people, it can lead to heart defects or hypotonia, which means you have low muscle tone. That can lead to delayed walking, a difficult time eating, and some other autoimmune diseases. We're gonna go to the beach. Do you like the beach? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I was 40 years old, and I know that if you are old, possibility of having child with Down syndrome is rising, but it was my choice. I just loved them up from first sight. So. They were so different because Julia was very independent from the beginning, and Michael was very dependent on me. So it was not boring.
Hey, that was us. See how small we were? This one's my favorite. You were so small. This was our favorite toy. Hi. He doesn't have very strong fine motor skills, so he doesn't really communicate with his hands. I kind of look at his facial reactions the most, and he also understands if you're happy or you're sad. He's also really good at reading your expressions, and he can really sense emotions really well, which I think is really important for him. So things are a little bit different, but we'd always find a way to make it work. Nice job, dude. Good job. I'm really proud of you. Something I love about Down syndrome is that these individuals have so much love and are so genuine. And Michael doesn't care if you have tattoos, he doesn't care what race you are, he doesn't care if you're a boy or a girl, if you're gay, he does not care. If someone approaches him in a nice, loving way, he will reciprocate that back. Oh, I'm so excited. What? He likes very calm, quiet environments. You can really notice that when you see him around little kids and they're screaming and crying. He has a lot of sensory overload at that point. If someone's yelling next to him, he thinks that it's directed towards him and he takes it very personally. I was a terrible child and I cried all the time and I was really needy, and I think Michael helped make me a lot more independent. So I'm a general biology major at UC San Diego. I'm finishing up this year. I've just been so drawn to medicine, and especially through Michael. You know, he has had a lot of health issues throughout the past. He's had a few surgeries. When I first started going to school, he had a really hard time adjusting to that. You know, he would come and visit with my mom every weekend, and he wouldn't talk to me or look at me at all the first like 15 minutes we were together, and then we would take him to the ocean, and he's so mesmerized by the waves. And I think it's just very calming for him because it's a very repetitive motion. There's a lot of white noise. It's very beautiful out there. You know, if there was one thing I could change about Michael, it would be to find a better way to communicate with him. And it's not about curing Down syndrome, it's about finding ways to help people with Down syndrome live more fulfilled, independent lives. And something I've grown to realize is, you know, I've asked myself growing up is, why do we need the Down syndrome population? Why are persons with Down syndrome so important? And it's the genuine kindness that stems from them.
You know, it is difficult to raise twins, to raise a child with Down syndrome, but I am so happy that I have Michael. Watching him growing, it was very, very inspiring. So I don't think so I lost something, I just gained.
To this day, like, I still learn so much from Michael. I don't care how long I'm in school for, I don't care how many universities I go to. Michael will still teach me more than anyone else ever has.